Hello everyone, it's Mel. I hope everybody has a bit of a nice cozy drink. It's Sunday. I thought I'd come on again and give a flip of this book. It was requested as I looked at my, I think I only had 2 comments anyway. So I'll flip this book because I decided to go in the back and cut out the papers. I did actually film it. Unfortunately, I had my earphones on previous to that and didn't shut them off, so there's no sound. So I also took out the duplicates of the acetate and this vellum to use. Okay, so in here somewhere was that. Now, part of the reason why I'm doing this flip, and I'm just making sure you guys can see everything okay. Part of the reason why I'm doing this flip is because I really, really, really love this book. This book was done in December 2023. And this this book here has what's going to be the last pages in the back, starting from here of, let me just pull it out. So it, I mean, obviously it doesn't have anything that's Christmassy on it, but I will probably put like a sticker on it because I tend to do that. Let's see. Why don't we do that now? Because I am the sticker queen. I turn all my books into sticker books. And then I'm going to show you this, which is what I worked out to be the final pages in this book, because I'll be using the 2 other books from that I showed in my previous video. And I pray that the title of my last book, like Enjoy the Now with Me, like, please excuse me if it was the wrong title. I'm still battling this. You all know, okay? I just don't want to keep going on and on and on about it. Obviously, it's not done, but thankfully, I'm at home. And so, and not like somewhere where, you know, like starts with an H, ends with an L, because I'm phobic. And please have something to drink. Now, both of these books, regardless of their size, and I repeat this over and over and over again, both of these books are, oh gosh, now I'm going to sneeze. Hang on. That may be a good sign, you guys, that my lungs are clearing. So, bless me. And if you said bless you, or anything, that keeps me in your heart. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. So both of these books are in the format that Monique from Monique writes, and she's in my description every time I pull out these books. Regardless of my tabs, regardless of the fact that she'll mark her tracking page first, and I choose to keep all my tabs in, regardless of the fact that some of my tabs are different, or, you know, like with this one here, I only had X amount of tabs, like half the book, and I just pulled them back Some of them I do have extra tabs, regardless of the little journey of changes. They are basically done up in her book style, and I am ever grateful. So I needed to come up with my own requirement for the first time. Well, I mean, it's kind of ironic, actually, because I think I'll put a couple of more on there, like down here. I'm not really happy with the M. I think I'm going to be leaving the M off from now on. I don't need the books to have my initial on it. That's not my thing anyway. So I'll put that there. And these were, I think these came from my friend Dee. So let's see if I can pull off a few more. I did show these PET tapes. Let's see. Can I get this one open? So we will do a flip. I will show you quickly. Oh, come on. I'm expecting all my nails to start popping off anytime. And I have lost like my favorite pair of tweezers, to which they're not lost. They're just somewhere. Huh. Okay, I can feel it. I just don't understand why I can't get to it. So let's, that one's nice. So it has August and it has November, and it will have December. And with PET tape, you have to like cut it out like this. And it has a sticker of a journey, and I'm just trying to see. Maybe I'll have to cut these here. And the candy cane. I really have to wash my scissors. They're kind of gummed up. So that kind of makes it look good. Like that one, see? And on the back of this book, of course, there's a whole bunch of other PET tapes, which I kind of put together as well. I think that roll is upstairs, and I haven't gone upstairs. But what I did do, I had a nice cozy bath with like Epsom salts to clear my head. Not that it did fully. And I put on my Christmas pajamas. And I don't wear pajamas, you guys, rarely. Like, I mean, when I say I don't wear pajamas, I wear leggings and a t-shirt, mostly because I'm always vigilant, so I always want to be on guard. You know what I mean? Like, and since I'm up most of the night, you'd be surprised. So where are we going to put this baby? Okay, she's stuck right there, so she's going right there. Let's see. Let's see if I can get this off. So I hope everybody is having a wonderful Sunday. I'm finding that the time is going really quickly. Especially, you know, like, I don't have the energy to do much. I didn't really like that. Let's see. Do I have any more? Okay. Let's see what I've got. Oh, I like her. So there's the end of the roll. Oh, and you get a lot, you guys. So, I mean, that's a big roll, right? And they're by Fayware. So, let's see. Because it's August, I want to kind of put something down here. And I like this girl. I think I want to do some painting as well. I don't know, I might film it. And then just post it because I have appointments this week if I can manage them. Let's see, can we fit her on the front? And let's see what else we've got. Let's see what's on the back. Yeah, I really enjoy these PT tapes. They're not what I would call like the most inexpensive things on Amazon, or at least in Canada where I live. But I know that our Amazon and the US's Amazon, like, we're 3 times the amount. So, this one here needs some tape. Okay. I don't know. Part of me was hoping there's a little tree, some color. I like the red and the green and the white. Let's do that and give it some pep. I'm really hoping you guys can see me because I'm not really holding it properly. Yeah, I could literally crawl into bed and probably sleep for, oh, I don't know, a month. So either my body's screaming at me to heal, because this has been a long go. But I'm fighting it because I know movement is going to heal me faster than any of that. So I just putter. Let's get some color on the back here. And I did try to use like a layered system of stickers. And it really helps when you're cutting these out to round them out, round out the corners, because you're left with like a white outline. You see that? Of course, please excuse, like, there's like, they need to be washed. I just haven't got it in me today to take care of my supplies because they will bounce back and have. Let's get this one. See, you just roll them between your fingernails here. And let's see. Now, as for this big green tree, let's put it. Let's see if we can pull it off with this corner piece not rounded. Oh, almost. I literally have done nothing in my Hobonichi books, you guys. Like, nothing at all. And I need to catch up, but that too will come. At least doing a second video today, I want to thank you, allows me the opportunity to feel as if I'm useful in some way. Okay, that's too big for there. Let's see if she can fit on the front. I always like to put the 3 girls because of my girls. Let's see how that one would look. Okay, let's do that. So I hope you all feel crafty or get time to craft or spend some time with, you know, your supplies. Somebody had asked me in the comments a couple of questions. One, they asked me about a Midori planner I hadn't tried. I'm sorry about your name, sweetheart. And I responded that, mind you, you all can look at the comments, right? Like, you know you can. So if you've used that planner, the Midori planner, there's a question about it. And I responded no, because I've got like so many other planners. No, I just didn't. Sorry, you guys, oxygen. I feel a bit winded, but that's okay. All right. I should actually put my phone on pause in case my daughter tries to call. There we go. Okay, so it looks like a jumbled mess, but the great thing about PET tape is that it does hold it down, and it is tape. So why not, right? So, like, that's all tape. So when you lay it down, it's nice and smooth. And I told you guys, I go sticker happy, because all my books turn into sticker books, whether I want them to or not. Now I'm going to turn this one upside down just to get this lining in proportion. And I think that's good. So it's got August, but I don't now see November or December on the front. So we'll have to rectify that right quick with going into my stash for next year. Because I like having the date on the book. Here we go. So I have like some of these. And I made sure I got enough that I can do my main books. So I'm going to put November here. And December right here. And then somewhere I have the 2025s. Right beside me. There we go. So these two are the same, but they're clear, you see. So if you don't have a white back, you're not going to see them. So these ones will work fine. These are like the washi tape versions. And if you're thinking there, if you're sitting there thinking, wow, this girl has stickers, yep, I'm not going to deny it. I don't have a pet. I have 3 grown adult children. I have grandchildren. But I am just responsible for me. So I've paid my dues, you guys. It's, I don't know how that looks, but you know what? It's okay. This was not meant to be like any work of art. And anybody who knows me will know that. Now what I'm going to do is overlay like little bits over at least the December. So then I can do the flip. So if I do like that, you'll still see the December. Let's see if I can do it the other way. That's better. And as for November, I don't know how I'll do that one yet, but we'll see. So there was somebody asking me, I forget your name, was it Emily? How do I recommend getting started? And what supplies would I recommend? I did a video on this before I took it down. I will write it in my brain dump, actually, right now, to look it up, because I haven't quite carried over into next week yet. I haven't, like, look up video on what I call a date day, which is from Julia Cameron, on date day. And I think I went to the Dollarama, and it was less than $20 Canadian. So, but for me to go and do a vlog and all of that now would quite honestly be like a waste of money for me, because I've got those things now, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I don't want to be doing that. Now, November is over here. And I guess, I don't want to put her, because, like, and her, like most of these now, I could probably get away with that, but if I cut it just creatively, right? Because there's not much November in there. So remember, these are tape. PT tape or otherwise, it's tape. So I'm just gonna line this over top and like that. And does it look like a big mess? Yes, you bet, because this pink is poking out here and I don't like that. So maybe she's going on after all. But, this didn't mean to take this long, you guys. Hopefully you have your books out. There. Okay, so at least it's got a center vision, right? So August, November, December. This one is December, but it's not March. So I'm going to grab let's see what I've got here. Bear with me. If I don't put the dates on books, you guys, guess what? Like, because it's all like frosty, I could literally just put it on paper, and maybe that's what I'll do. Let's see, is it on that one? No. I'll do celebrate. I'm also going to put like some stickers on the front of this book. Just to offset the view. Celebrate every day. And then I'll put this little balloon guy up here to kind of get rid of that. And then on the back, yeah, there's let's do happy day. Up here. Can't really see it, but it does kind of. Let's see. Okay. D. E. So you see what I mean? This book is like 2 years old, and I am just now putting on the date on the outside because in my last flip, if you were watching, I thought it was like last year's. And age creeps up on you a lot sooner than you think. When I'm walking, it's a lot better, but I wonder if I can get all of them in here. Let's try. 2. I'm going to just shove them together a little bit. 0. These, I'm pretty sure I got at the Dollar Tree. I'm just like collapsing them a little bit, you guys, because I don't know how like I can fit them all on here. 2 and 3. No. Okay. I have to like move that over. Okay, like that. Okay, so then it doesn't look as nice as it did before, sadly, but I see. I should have put along here too. But that's okay. I'll never get to the flip unless I start doing this right away. I did want to put a couple of things in here though. How long have we been taking? Half an hour already. The flip doesn't take very long, you guys, and the explanation takes even less. So, especially because my throat and my body, like I'm just doing art right now is like probably the most enjoyable for me right now. I said right now twice, you guys, sorry. I'm gonna lay her down on right there. But you see how easy it is just to change your covers years later. I mean, it's 2 years later. I don't have ownership over this if I feel like changing it 2 years down the road. Just because I had it a certain way 2 years ago means nothing. If I want to be creative in a book that I did in the past and I've done many times before, I give myself permission to do that. I just go where my heart leads me to go. Since that's stuck there, that's where it's going. And this is the last guy. Last little sticker I'm going to bother with right now. I was going to put like tape over that, but I don't think it needs it. So yeah, these washi tapes or PET tapes, my apologies. I'm pretty sure Dee gave me this one. I'll put her channel name in the description box too, because I think I forgot to do it last time. But it's called Winter Magic tape set by Fayware. So if you want to take a photo. And where's this white one gonna go? Right there. Okay. So, all right. Yeah, out of the two, I can tell you right away that time does not make one better. However, before we move on, I was saying that I just have to move some stuff. That I went through this book and went through all of these items because I have 4 weeks in December and I had like all these papers, and I'm pretty sure there's still more in the back. Yeah, see there's still, no, maybe not. Did some commonplacing and journaling. Okay, so some of it I might not, but you can see it's like there's no inserts or anything, and so the only thing you see jutting up is that, and that I put, it was a hair clip, and I put like the star on the top of the tree. Okay, I think it's supposed to be the angel on the top of the tree. I will have to correct that. What do you guys put up on the top of your tree? A star or an angel? So this one has a candy cane. So before I get into the flip of this, I will tell you what we're doing here. So here is the 4th week, which I haven't even set up week 3 yet. But week 3 takes 26 pages, and week 4 I've got it down to 24. So what I did was where's that list now? Oh, you guys, like, honest to gosh. Okay, there's that. I just showed it to you anyway. You guys saw it. There was a pink piece of paper that I had all of the different kinds of components on it. It's not there. It's not there. Okay. So in December here, there's 44 pages because I managed to squish them up. So 44 pages, there's going to be 4 weeks, so 28 days. So I need 16 pages. Or that's how many pages are there. So in 16 pages, I need 1 double calendar, so that's actually 2. That's 2. That's 2. So 2, 4, 6. Brain dump, 8. Trackers, 8. And let's see what that is. So 2, 4, 6, 14, 22. So 26. Okay, so I need to tip in 5 pages of these guys. Right, so I'm going to do 1 for my calendars, 1 for my gratitude. So I have plenty of paper now to do it. The difference only is that the B6 Stalogy has 5mm grid. I'll hold it up close so you can see. So that's 5mm grid. This is 4mm grid. You see that? Sorry if I'm in the way, or is that better? Okay, this is why Dakshana likes the B6. It's why I prefer it. It's why I asked Monique to make me a B6 Slim, because I want to try that size. And a B6 Slim, by the way, so this is a standard, an A5 standard. So this is a B, oh, there's the paper. So out of all of these, I came along and said, okay, for sure those. And then the dailies, I'm not going to date. So I'll do the dailies in here as I want to do them, but mainly I'm going to be doing them in the love journals, because they're not junk journals to me. They were made with love. So I had to go through all of these. Now, if I want to like do some art on the Stalogy paper and tip it in, I can. It's going to be like a huge gator mouth, right? It's going to be big. Do I care about that? Nope. Have I ever cared about that? No. As for these beautiful papers, even though they don't like fully fit in, do I care? No, I don't. So I'm gonna like come along here. I've got that one. And I just love the combination of that. So this one will be here. And then this will be at the start of the dailies like that. And I'll have to cut these down, right? That's fine. So the difference between the B6 and the A5 standard is that there's about half an inch. Keep in mind, mine has like bulged. And there is a good inch at the top. All right? You see? You see? So it's about half an inch shorter and an inch longer than the B6. But I like the grid better. So in here, I've already told you that I plan on doing 2 calendars. Why? Because this helped me do that. I'm going to do a regular calendar for December and a sticker a day. Did I do one for November? No, because I didn't do all of November in this book, which is why I'm thinking now that was kind of a waste to put that November there when I did November, October. Well, no, most of November was in here. Okay, yeah, that's right. So, like, do I think it's the most prettiest book in the world? No. But hello, I'm tired. I'm tired, you guys. Like, I've had this pneumonia for like, what, 3.5 weeks full on? Okay, so how did I decide that? Well, I went through this book. I went through this original list that I like saw Monique do, okay, on and off. Like some of them were mine, but mostly I'm just going to give her the credit because I don't even know anymore, you guys. So there's a tracker, and I put the color and how many pages because look, I live in Canada. We color code everything. Then I've got daily intentions, food and health log. All of these have how many pages, color, whatever. Finances, weekly log, dailies, work projects, art, home projects, etc. So from there, I decided what was absolutely essential was like the 2 calendars, because I love the sticker a day, and I'll show you why. Maybe some art, seasonal list, like what do I want to do in December, right? And the thing is that for books that are in January, right? Like, I think I mentioned this. Sorry, I just need water. I've always seemed to do best with my books in the spring start. But gratitude's important. And then this page here for setup. So when I'm doing my dailies here and here, I'm not really fond of that. It's not really my style, but I will show you my style in this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these papers out, put them in the back of, okay, what happened here? Put them in the back of here. And you remember too, I gave myself a pocket. Also, I just, there was some writing here, so I put something there. And I gave myself a pocket here, which is coming apart. And that's because I generally do a letter to myself, like what's going on, what what aspirations, what this, what that. And as for these here, I managed to move those. So it was 44 pages because I managed to move the tabs. So I can actually clear this now. I have a bad habit of just writing on the paper instead of using sticky tabs, but that's okay. So now I've got this and this. So yeah, I don't like these dailies like this. They're very busy. I've had to come along with like sticky tabs. Do you see? Like they're too busy for me. So these are my last and this is technically how like junk journals are done, like this, right? And then PJs all day. Well, that should have been here. I wonder if I can move it. Because that didn't happen yesterday, but it is happening today. And then this was the video I did earlier. I'm just going to put that there. And here's week 3, which I have to set up. And you remember I put this washi tape down and drew that face because it showed up that way. I've always had what they call like pareidolia, but I don't think it's pareidolia. I think we all have something. So yeah, it was 26 pages for the last. So I need this. And I need this, and I don't need to lose it. And I'm going to need 5, at least 5. So I'm going to grab a bunch of these. And it doesn't matter to me if they're the right height, the right grid size, whatever. They're in there with this. And these will be tipped in the back. So it's easier for me to tip it in than to buy a new book. And that's how she'll end up looking. Of course, that's way like helping out, but my goodness, I just got a movie in my head that I want to watch called Waterworld. I haven't seen that in a while now. I don't know why I want to put an elastic on it, considering I do have a case for it, but it's because my brain's not working well. It really isn't. And those, if you missed my last video, these were some of the patches. Okay, so now on to the flip. And as for this extra paper, I'm just going to slide it right in the back pocket here. If I don't destroy this book first. I did put the ruler here. I don't really like it there though. But it keeps little Miss here, like where she needs to be at the bottom. So, I don't even know what this is. Sorry, you guys. I have to check. What is that? I need that tomorrow, as a matter of fact. Where am I going to put it? Right here on the calendar, so I won't forget. Okay. So, in case you were wondering how I was going to make that work, that's how I'm making that work. And these will look a whole lot better once everything's in. These papers too, I don't want to waste. And I have this bookcase or bookmark in the back that I did. That can go in the garbage because that was a Dollar Tree. I think that was, in fact, the date day. No, it wasn't. And why I have 2 blotters back there is beyond me. I do not need 2 blotters, but clearly I need 1. Okay, come here, you. When you buy blotters, I think they're in pack of 10s from Amazon. What is this one? Blotting paper Herbin, made in France. So let's get this back in here. I'm still waiting on my new cover. I'm not coordinated, you guys. Can you tell? Like, once I get to the flip, at least, hopefully I'll be coordinated. And I did put my little mascot back in here again. My little, I made that out of packaging. That's why it has the pink at the top. Like so. And then I'm gonna do that with the candy cane and like turn them sideways because I can be different like that. And we can see them all. So yeah, can I close it? Yay me. So it's gonna bulk up, it's gonna be fatter. Oh, I was gonna put these in the back as well. Or just maybe back here. If it doesn't want to stay closed, I do have somewhere one of these smash book holders. And I just have to make sure I'm not going to squish anything important. I could always like do it this way too. Like right there. If you ever come across an old smash book with a holder, this holds your pen and everything. Like, say this was your pen, it'll hold 2. So you could take that with you on the go, that one, and then you've got a pen holder there. Okay, so I'll leave that for now. Let's get to the flip. Can you guys see well? Let's get you some color. What are we at? 52. Okay, I'll lower you down a little bit. Oh, strength. Okay, so this was 2 years ago. We just did this together. And this was a backup book. So I'm just gonna flip it. All sizes. Take your scraps, your old vellum, attach it, play with your papers, pockets, palms, paper clips. Most of this flip is going to be kind of quiet. It needs a bit of tape because I did remove a few things out of there, right? You saw that. So this was the vellum. I had the acetate there, but that's fine. Did I know, like this went through so many like changes. Did I know that these are gonna be decorative? No. I thought it was going to be more of a Thanksgiving dinner. I even put down like polar bears because in Canada, yeah, they're a real thing. Then my living room where I've always wanted like some sort of fireplace. That's, I mean, I have a mini electric one, but then here's my calendar. I'm going to pull that off of there. Well, maybe not. Maybe I'll just move it up somehow, like that. And then, so I did put December 2023, but look at this, you guys, like, so it's here, and then I did a page about me. There I am there. And then, like, more about me, and I colored it in for, like, I can see it, but you probably would struggle. But this is my favorite. Like, this was the first time I did sticker a day, and I love this. And I love the Stalogy paper because it also holds like paint. And I love the chaos of this page. And then this I painted as well as used stickers. Like and pens and stuff. And you guys, like, I'm not going to be as good as this. I thought I would improve, but I'm not going to be as good as this. This was lists, so I was brainstorming. And then I've since learned I was spelling hallelujah wrong. So it's actually Al-A-Lu-Ya. So, Leonard Cohen, you have spelt it wrong. The H is out of there. My personal opinion only, you guys. It's just, I like to research things like this. Alleluia, not hal. Al, because the H is silent. And then I put like this hair, I don't know what they call it, barrette or something on top of this tree. These are magazine pictures. I painted this. And then inside of here I had gratitude, and I also had, see, November. So this was me trying out like a 2-day spread. And then I don't know what I was doing here. Speaking about the Victorian era, I also think there's something behind here that I was hiding. And then, of course, because I had another one of these, I took this one out. And then you can see 3D stickers are in there. I often did this if I was like doing pages and pages instead of cutting them out. I just simply washi tape them, and you could literally like make it a pocket if you did the bottom. Same with this one, like underneath here, there's like notes. And then gratitude. Now in here was the vellum, which I removed. And in case you asked, this was Scarlet Line. I bought a whole bunch online. And then December, same thing, you guys. Like, I made a pocket. I could put any picture down there. And then I liked these dailies like this, except I have it a little bit different. Like, yeah, you'll see. It's a lot more to draw out, but I do like the brain dump in a vertical line. And then I was even putting like recipe cards from Daphne's Diary in here, using up the just a magazine, and then just like putting, oh, I'm hot, you guys. I have to turn down the heat. 1 second. I don't know where I was, actually. Sorry about that. But yeah, I do like the vertical. But I mean, I could get away with less space. Because if you think of the Hobonichi cousin, or the cousin of Eck, you're really only getting like that much. So a 1/2 inch less, which That's why I'd be curious to see if the B6 Slim works. Here's some more recipes. A lot of vegetarian ones, some fish. I did do a lasagna one, but this one does not beat or top my lasagna. I hate to say it, but I was raised like Italian, so... Well, my nanny remarried, so... My no-no, he wanted fresh food, he didn't like leftovers, and I learned how to cook early. Okay, so I really love this, and I put this here so I can use it and refer to it. So this is from Peanuts Planner Co. The only thing I don't like is right here. So I won't be using this sleep tracker. This is a big no. It's gotta be horizontal, not vertical. Let's find a pen. It's not gonna smear. So I need, that one's a brand new one, is it? I need it horizontal, not vertical. Not that you can read that. I did have a blue pen somewhere. Doesn't matter. I can read it. So I like how the sleep is over here. I rated my week, my energy level, the word of the week. Here I was focusing more on ADHD and I couldn't understand what was going on. That was probably when I was transitioning from perimenopause to full-on menopause. And let me tell you, the transition of the two, wow. And then I've got the exercise separated by the habits here. Okay, and then this is goals and difficulties. This is dailies. I don't mind those. I was putting like a little bit of scripture at the bottom. And then this is social media. Wow, 2 years ago I was at 439, and when I look today, thank you so very much. No, that can't be right. Now I was doing the timings. But anyway, I wanted to thank you all because since I've brought my channel back up for the 3rd time, I'm embarrassed to say. 4th time? 4th time. I've now hit 500, so I think I can use the community tab and pre-announce lives because I'd like to do lives. I wasn't afraid of color, you guys, and I wasn't afraid of making a mess, and anytime I use Alice in Wonderland, you guys know I'm doing some deep research. This is other. So I had random observations, speculations, etc., etc., etc. Okay. This one is week 2, and I just did a simple page. This is first thoughts, brain dump, recipes. I am doing so much better than I was doing 2 years ago. So, like, I think I showed you the picture in the beginning here. Where was I? Where was I? I went from being very, very heavy, you guys, to Not good. I was like quite a bit underweight. I froze all the time. I had no balance. I was sick all the time. Nobody knew from what. And I fought tooth and nail to put on 12 pounds since that point. And it makes a difference. So, please, you guys, please, like, take care of yourselves. Really. So here's health log, weekly. See, that one's better. Like that, a lot better. I am just going to grab. So I've got my mood tracker, sleep, exercise, top 3 to 7 goals, so I might merge the two. This is why it's really important to go back and look at things, because I feel, for me, when I do that, I get ideas. So this is goals and difficulties, currently page, songs, trigger list, household chores, new projects, future desires, subjects of interest, etc. Dailies. So these dailies look like packed. There's no breathing room. There's no space. Like, there's like a lot going on. So it could probably have been 2 days. And then that's the review. And then this was the Sunday. No stickers, you notice. And then this was, I wrote, self-love is when who you are matches what you love to do. That's true, and I've grown from that. Self-love is who you are. Sorry. Self-love is when who you are matches what you love to do with grace. And I'm just going to write that down right now. Or, come here, you. Why can't you come out? With kindness. And I'm going to have to put tape on that, because if I don't... So these little phrases and things that I write, I can adjust them. And then these are thank you cards from Oki Plans and her daughter, Sophia. And then in here, I just put like pockets. This was social media. Planners and usage. More vellum. And then this was week 3. Same kind of deal, you guys. More recipes. Like, I could grab this book and cook, basically. I want to make that. Apple and blackberry tart. Yum. Then I put in a card. Oh, this was... Do you guys remember when I broke my ribs? Yeah. I went to a chiropractor and broke 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ribs. Fun, fun, fun. And then I got like a then I got a card from them because they were like, I don't know, maybe, I mean, no doubt from the bottom of their heart, but like, I think they thought that I was going to do something like in retaliation or some, I don't carry stones in my hands. This is when I was writing a book in November, and I actually got these people from some magazine or something, and I named them and made a book out of it. Forgot. Like, I didn't forget, but like, I write so much, you guys, that I forget. Like, I'm sure if my brain was working better, I could say it. Seacoat Silence. So this is goals and financial. And then, like, bring the autumn inside. And there's a poem. I love this house. This house looks like the house on... What was that one with Sandra Bullock? And she meets the brother of the guy who gets pushed on the train tracks, but she thinks he's like the bomb.com, but it's the brother. Anyway, that reminds me of their house. And then this tree was pretty. And then I did some art. Went a little heavy on the white pen, but these were all freestyle. And I love how this paper holds up to this. Did I write what kind of paints I used? Because these are like, I would say they're probably sminky paints. That's how they feel like to me. They're not Daniel Smith's. They're sminky, I think. Or sminka. And then this one, I just put stickers on it. I wish I left it alone. It looked good. In a bad way. And then I was talking about overcoming seasonal blues, which is seasonal affective disorder. I struggle with that. And then it was giving some tips and hints. And then this is a joy list. Of course, I was struggling, so I didn't have much joy there, which is sad. And then I was finding like pictures of things that brought me joy, though. Yeah, I struggle in December, you guys. And then the end of the month, the Hanukkah, is celebrating that too. Social media. And again, we're like losing momentum. Gingerbread house. Vellum. And then the last week, week 4. So I still did it every day. Personal information, more recipes, food log, health log, weekly tracker. It was getting harder to do. Goals and finance, joy, as you can see. And then dailies, no stickers. And then a summary, and then this was social media, struggling. Planner play, well, I was playing, but not really filming it. And then vellum. And then this is packing list, because I went to my daughter's. And there is some paper in here, but I'll leave that. And then I've got journal, faith, and commonplace in the back of this book, as well as this little book here, which was an old calendar No, it was a new one. And I just put hearts for every day I was grateful. And then I made my little Christmas book out of it. So I could just throw that in my purse. And that, my friends, is the December 2023. What's going on here? I think I just did something with the spine. I think I just broke the spine. Yep. Because I flip it all the time, you guys. And what did I do here? This book gets flipped a lot as I'm like beating it up. Let's see if I can't put it back. What's happened here? So somehow this part here has shifted, and when it shifted, and pulled. So let's just see if we can't fix that. There we go, a little bit better. There we go. So now I will take my handy dandy elastic band. Don't underestimate, you guys, really. And what's neat about this too, if you find these smash covers, is that you can put your little, if you don't have any space in there and you don't like your pens that way, you can always like put them this way. Like so. And then there's the blue one. So you can put like as many as you want, or you can put these ones in the middle. They have a bigger, and then you can put these ones to the side. So you can literally put like 4 or 5 or 6 or 10 or however many pens you want. They're not going anywhere, right? And if you're worried, you just take another elastic band. The sirens, you guys. Oh, it's time to say goodbye. And I could do that. I don't really like that there, but like I said, it was missing something off-centered. So, you know, sticky tab central. Anyway, you guys, yeah, I don't like that there. But let's see if this one looks better. Not really. It's not going to work, is it? So what was I just thinking of? Oh, I know. Remember, folks, we're perfectly imperfect. We are all loved, needed, wanted, far, far more than you will ever know. And I think, yep, I think I'm done. My time, Pacific Coast, is 5:38. It'll probably take like 15 minutes to upload this. Most people are on their like devices. Oh God, I'm not doing well at this point. I'm ready to just drop, but somebody wanted to flip, and I appreciate you all. So thank you all for the views, for not that I like judge my self-worth against 500. But I am grateful. I am so grateful. And Becky, if you're watching, I am grateful, hun, that you found me. And Dee, I think I forgot to add you to my referrals list, so she'll be down below, as well as Monique from Monique Plans. And I appreciate you all very, very much. Have a blessed, beautiful, and absolutely relaxing Sunday, and please be healthy, everyone. Bye for now.